What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel where we talk about anything tech related. And in today's video, we'll be covering on the steps that you can take to become a software engineer, be it part-time or full-time. This is a growing field which has been growing for years now. It's expanding every day and with lucrative salaries. So if you are that person who is deciding to get into the software space, into the software development space, this video is for you, and make sure to watch it till the end because we'll be talking about all the requirements that are needed, what languages you should learn if you want to venture into this part of software development. So stay tuned, and if this is your first time coming to this channel, go down there and click on subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you see all our future videos. So no matter the route you want to take to become a software engineer, there are 3 steps that you will need. The first step is educating yourself on the theory or the fundamentals of programming. And then the next step step number 2, will be learning the practicalities of programming. And then the last step is continuous learning. Software development or software engineering in broader terms is an ever-changing field. So you have to keep on updating yourself on the new languages and all the other things that will be changing in your respective programming languages that you'll be doing. So now let's talk about the actual steps you can take to become a software engineer. So I'm going to start with the traditional way where you get a proper formal education. So this is whereby you have to learn the fundamentals in maths and computer science. This is because programming is not just typing in lines of code. It's way more than that. You have to understand the hardware. You have to understand the mathematical principles behind the software. So familiarize yourself with the fundamentals of maths and also computer science. Number 2, get a degree in computer science or any related field. There are a lot of programs right now that will help you in learning programming. There are a lot of universities and colleges that you can enroll and learn. Those programs can range from a year to 5 years. So it all depends with the amount of money that you want to invest in your education and also the time that you have and the level of programming that you want to achieve. So it all depends with you. And once you've obtained your degree, the next step now is to gain practical experience. This is done by doing small projects in programming and building your portfolio. This is what you show when you go to interviews. You'll be having a portfolio where you say that I've done this software. Then the recruiters will be able to see that you're capable of programming, say in Python, by just looking at your portfolio. And the other thing that I should also mention is creating networks. If you go right now on LinkedIn, you just check for people with profiles that say software developers and link with those people so that you see the trends where, let's say you want to go into cybersecurity, where you'll be building systems that has to do with cybersecurity. So you can go and connect with those people that are already in that field so that as they post what they'll be doing every day, as they post trends, you'll be able to know exactly what to learn so that you'll be able to compete in the job market. So this is basically the traditional way of becoming a software engineer, but it's not really ideal for most people because it involves a lot of costs. You have to pay school fees, and oftentimes these fees will be way too high for an ordinary person. But now in 2023, there are more ways you can learn programming. So there are platforms, free platforms like YouTube here, where you can just Google tutorials on Python programming, and you'll be able to get hundreds of videos where you can just go through all those videos. The only problem with that approach is that you won't be able to get any certification from YouTube. All you can do is to gain experience and how to code and stuff, right? So when you want to compete in the job market now, you have to create a portfolio, like I said before. Create something that you can show recruiters to say, I'm the one who made this software. I'm the one who made this product. And then from there now you'll be able to compete with people that went to university. With a portfolio, it will be easy for you to look for a job. Another way is to do online courses and online programming courses. There are some platforms that offer cheaper online courses compared to the amount of money that is needed by universities. If you look for colleges like Udemy, Coursera, there are lots of them that you can enroll, which are way cheaper, and sometimes they actually offer very huge discounts on fees. So if you can't afford universities, this is also another way for you to get certifications. And once you're done with the certifications, you can also create a portfolio on all the things that you will have made, so that you'll be able to compete with those people that will be having those degrees from reputable universities. So these are some of the ways you can check to become a software engineer. But remember that software engineering is a broad field. There are a lot of departments where you can venture into. So now let's talk about the main sections of software engineering, and also the programming languages that you have to master for you to be able to work in those sections. So the first one is web development, and under web development, there are two parts, which is front-end development, where you need HTML, you need CSS, JavaScript, and TypeScript. And then when you want to do back-end development, you need to learn Java or Python or Ruby or PHP. These are just the main scripting languages that you need in that field, but you are not limited to only this. You see that once you get into that space, you'll be able to learn more languages. It will actually be easy for you to learn more languages. All right, and then number two, we have mobile app development. This used to be a big thing some years back, but nowadays it's a bit low because it is overcrowded. All right, and then when you want to do iOS development, you need to learn Swift, or you can use Object-C. And then if you want to do Android development, you need Java or Kotlin. But on this one now, I'll prefer Kotlin because it's a little bit easy to learn compared to Java. And on number three, we have data science and machine learning, and this is mainly Python. So if you master your Python with certain frameworks, you'll be able to work in the data science and machine learning industry. This is an industry that is growing because of AI. Nowadays, there's a lot of development that is being done in AI. So once you have mastered these frameworks, you'll be able to get a job in that field of software development. In number four, we have DevOps and infrastructure. And under this, you need to learn things like Terraform, Kubernetes, Docker, GitLab. These are just some of the main ones, but you're not only limited to those ones. And on number five, we have game development. And under game development, you need C#, you need Unity script. You can also learn Blueprint or C++. These languages are the ones that are used by most game developers. So if you want to get into game development, these are the languages that you're supposed to learn. And then number six, we have system programming. This is mainly C and C++. So if you think you want to develop operating systems, you want to develop embedded systems, you should learn either C or C++ or both. And then on number seven, we have software testing and quality assurance. So under here, we have test automation, where you need Java, Python, or Appium. Or you can also do unit testing, whereby you can learn PyTest or JUnit. And on number nine, we have database development. And this is where you learn the legendary SQL and all the different versions of SQL. And then you can also try MongoDB and Cassandra. Like I said before, that you're not limited only to these languages. There are lots and lots of languages you can use. These are just examples of the main languages that most people that are in this field are currently using. So it will be advantageous for you to learn these languages that are already being used by other professionals in that field. And last but not least, full stack developers. So this is where by now you are putting together front-end development and back-end development, and you need to learn more languages because you'll be doing both front-end and back-end. So this is whereby you learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Python, Java, and Nodes. So it's a little bit tougher for you to become a full stack developer, but it's also more marketable because you'll be having more knowledge and you'll be able to do a lot of stuff. And just to sum up, there are some questions that I want to answer. Questions that a lot of people usually ask me. Questions like, how long do I need to learn a new programming language? So it really depends with your background in programming. So I would say if you are someone who hasn't done any programming in the past and you want to start an easy language like Python, I would say you need at least 6 months for you to know the basics. And for you to master that language, it can take years because there are a lot of things that are there in each programming language. And other languages might require more time because they are much harder compared to Python. Python is basically where everyone starts. It's one of the easiest languages because of the commands that we have in Python that are close to the English we speak every day. But if you want to learn other languages, you might need more time. So don't rush yourself. Give yourself maybe 8 months or a year to learn a language. So this is it, guys. And if you have any question, just write in your comment section, or even additions. If you have anything that you want to add, write in the comment section and we'll definitely come back to you. And thank you for watching this video. And as always, give us a thumbs up if you have liked this video. And if this was your first time coming to this channel, go down there and click on subscribe. And also hit that notification bell so that you get a notification the moment we post a new video. My name is the Duke of Tech. See you on the next one.